Welcome down to the Malted Man Cave. I'm your host, Keith.
And I'm Dave.
Tonight, we're going back to Speyside. We're going to be reviewing a Balvenie. The stash is still here.
The stash is still here.
It's still here.
Yeah.
Loud and proud.
Didn't want the thumbnail to scare you.
But tonight, we're going to be reviewing a Balvenie. I don't think we've done a Balvenie in a while. The last time, things didn't go so well. Go back and watch our Balvenie 12 Doublewood video. Things got crazy. So,
how much was that bottle?
But we're doing Balvenie 17.
I'm just kidding, Lindsay. I know you watch these. That's not how you sound. You have a beautiful voice.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't watch these at all.
Well,
but we're going to be reviewing Balvenie 17 Doublewood coming up. Alright, so we're back, and as I said before, we're going to be reviewing Balvenie 17 Doublewood. Many people know Balvenie 12 Doublewood is a very kind of famous, a lot of people have had it, a lot of people like it. Starting out, it was one of my favorite whiskeys, like when I was kind of a new and beginner, and it's still a great whiskey. Yeah. Great whiskey for the price. It's got great flavor. Wish the ABV was higher, personally, but it still has this just honey, gristy, malty, sherry.
What is the ABV, like 90 on that?
43. So, same thing, the whole Doublewood is coming because they're maturing it in two different types of wood. So, first is just normal bourbon, whiskey oak, bourbon barrels, and then into sherry butts. For 17 years. This one comes in at 43% ABV.
About how much time is spent in one cask or another?
That's a good question. If I can find the information. Let me make sure it's on here first. Guys, I don't have quite as much time. I used to, research everything, and I was such a whiskey geek that every little thing I knew all about the magic. I just don't have time anymore.
I feel like you do. It's just some things stand out like this when I ask you a question, and you're mad because you don't know it. And now he's such a whiskey geek that he's going to research it and find out, and then he will know it.
There. So, anything else you want to say about this? Unfortunately, I think this probably is chill filtered. I don't think it's colored, but it doesn't say that it's not colored, so we have to assume that it could be. I don't think it is, but it could be. Yeah. We'll put that information right there. Anything else you want to say about this before we get into it?
No, I'm excited.
Balvenie, they're kind of half and half. They kind of do things like the right way, but sometimes they don't go the whole way. They're not a full craft distillery. One thing, they have their own traditional floor maltings, which is awesome. I wish every distillery had their own floor maltings. I understand it's not economical. It's just easier to buy it from, Port Ellen or the other, on the Highlands,
I feel like it's kind of like those, like a hipster brewery that has these oh, we do it the old way.
Yeah.
But then
that's why
other aspects of it, they're
right. But then, so then that's why I said they're kind of half craft distillery, but then not coming to be a truly craft presentation. Everything would have to be 46 and above. Right. Not chill filter, which I think this one might be, and natural color, and a couple other things I think in my that really push it towards being a craft distillery. Yeah. But they do a lot of things the right way too. They got great whiskey. A lot of their expressions are 46. I think it's 46.3 or 40. And then a couple of them are 47 something. They do have quite a few that are higher ABV, but the Portwood, which is Balvenie 21 Portwood, which is a great whiskey, it's 43%. This is 43%. The Doublewood is 43%. I think it's lower in Europe. I think it's actually 40% over there. Sometimes the U.S. gets an extra 3%.
Lightweights.
Anything else? I'm blabbering on.
No, I'm excited.
Let's get into some whiskey.
I opened up my bottom underneath my sink in my room at work the other day, and I had a patient in the office, and it was the first time I had opened it in quite a while, and I had forgotten that I had put my Glencairn from our last live stream in there, and there was maybe a little bit of whiskey in the bottom of it, and I opened it up, and just this wave of whiskey just rolls out of this cupboard.
It smells so good.
It smelled so good, but I was in with a patient, and I was like, "This is."
Don't mind me. Just my
I'm like thinking.
Just need to wet my whistle a little bit this morning.
This is like my liquor cabinet. Like, I turn around, I'm smoking a cigarette.
Did they say anything?
No.
Do you think they noticed?
No, it was just all in my head.
But you were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it smells like whiskey.
All right, Dave, what do you got on the nose, buddy?
Let's get into it. Oh, wow.
I think you're gonna like this one. I
Yeah.
could be wrong, me. It's got some cherry,
so it's got some of the bourbon notes that I love, vanilla right off the bat. But it is tart smelling.
It's got a sourness that I actually don't remember it having. It actually reminds me, Balvenie, they came out with another 12-year-old single barrel that is matured exclusively
it's a green
in
apple
bourbon.
Jolly Rancher.
Yes, there is a sour.
That's
green
like
apple.
a sour green apple Jolly Rancher. Mixed with a little vanilla, some nutmeg, I don't know, something in there that's giving it some spiciness to it.
It's even reminding me of even the Balvenie 15 single barrel, the bourbon matured one, not the sherry oak. It's this sour tangerine.
Ooh, that's a good
sour tangerine, peaches a little bit. No, more sour tangerines. Tangerines.
Yeah.
My hillbilly's coming
Maybe
out.
a little
Tangerines.
I smell watermelon in it too.
I can go there with you. A little bit of raisins, but not thick, sticky, rich raisins. It's real faint.
Yeah.
Almost like a raisin flavored kind of candy, if you could have that.
That sounds like raisins. Why don't you just eat raisins?
Concord white grapes too.
Oh,
not
yeah.
just red.
Not just the red ones.
Like Concord white grapes. A little bit of citrus orange. Anything else you get on the nose?
I can't get off the sour. It's a nice note.
We didn't get any notes for this, so we're kind of going in without any idea of what we're smelling, so our notes might not be good as usual. Gristy, malty barley sugar. There's toffee, honey. One of the notes that I've only said with Balvenie, I think, is baby powder. And I think I've gotten that on the 14 Caribbean oak.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten on the 12 Doublewood. I think I'm getting it here.
Yeah.
The slightest bit of baby powder. I love Balvenie is so honey gristy maltiness. It's so good.
Very not grapey like he was saying, or raisiny, figgy to me. Some figs are in there. I don't get fig very often specifically, but it kind of reminds me of Fig Newtons.
Yeah, and almost the little bit of breading that comes along with.
Yeah. The bread, the sweetness of the bread.
There's a lot going on there. It is kind of a more subtle dram. I think part of that's just the 43% ABV, but there's a lot more flavor. This is actually, I'm enjoying this.
Hello.
I've always enjoyed this whiskey, but I've had a lot of good whiskey over the last couple of years, so I didn't think this was gonna blow me away tonight. This is pretty dang good.
It's got some subtlety to it. Makes you work to get to know her.
All right, what about the palate, buddy?
Oh wow! So I know the ABV is a little bit lower, but that is silky. I mean, it's almost reminds me of a little, what is that? So my kids have this kind of fluid, I forget what it's called, but you put a little bit out of the container and it'll pull the rest of the stuff out of the container.
What?
It's like this viscous fluid
Is this a
stuff.
candy?
No, it's not candy. Huh? I mean, the silkiness of this, it just feels like the whole thing is just connected and it just kind of goes down your throat. It's very nice. The bourbon matured and the sherry seem like it's very well balanced.
Yeah.
Is how I would put it.
Very well balanced.
It's hard to really say. I bet the maturity is probably, or how long they were in the casks, maybe not equal, but balanced as far as flavor wise is what they were going for, because it's not strong on one side or the other, which might be a negative in my standpoint. But so the vanilla and maybe not as sour. It was sour to me on the nosing and not as sour on the tasting. More of like a light fruit, like a pear or a apple.
Yeah. It's still got slight sour, but the nose is where it's most prevalent, the sourness. It's there a little bit, but not as nowhere near the nose. So for me, let me take another sip. It's getting stuck in the beer, in the mustachio. Which, unfortunately, well, I'll save that for later. I'll save it.
Rest in peace.
So, again, this is my theory. It could be completely wrong. I feel like, because it's only 43% ABV, and I do think they chill filter, it's got this gristy mouth coating. It almost tastes like they took the barley to the mill and they didn't. It's like not ground down as fine. And I don't know how that would pass through the whole distillation process and still be. I feel like it's got more.
Like it's got some pulp to it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got some pulp.
It feels like it's got some pulp to it, and that's what I've always loved about Balvenie. It's got this like honeyed, gristy, almost like it's pulpy.
Yeah.
The barley, sugar.
Yeah, like it made it through.
Like a little bit of like floury, and I think that's where the baby powder kind of reminds me of baby powder.
It's got a little bit of that floral scent of baby powder too.
So gristy, barley sugar, toffee, honey, a little bit of sour tangerines, but the sourness, like we said, is not there quite as much. I'll take another sip.
A little bit of crayons on the nose too.
Yeah?
Yeah. You smell any crayons?
Yeah?
Yeah. A little bit of crayons. How do you pronounce crayons? Crayons?
Crayons?
Crayons?
Crayons?
Crayons.
Crayons.
Give me that red one.
From Ahia.
Aha.
A little bit of fig Newtons, a little slight raisin, not very strong. This is not like a sherry bomb by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it's very well balanced.
A little bit of citrus, like orange, dark fruits of some, whether it's, watermelon, raisins. I don't know. What else kind of flavor or fruit do you think it is? Again, Concord grapes, white grapes.
Oh.
Again, just that gristy honey toffee goodness.
Man, maybe it is moving around. Maybe a little cherry in there for me too. Man, so final thoughts on this. Finish wise, despite the ABV,
it hangs around decent amount.
It's got a little bit of a hang time.
Pulp.
It's the pulp.
It's the gristy.
And it's a little bit of
it's
got a little spice to it too on the end. My tongue has little pins and needles to it.
Toasted oak a little bit.
Yeah.
Toasted oak.
But a lot of the finish is I would say apple really stays there for me. Apple's on my mind with it. But then what he was talking about, the pulpiness of it, I feel like that's what it feels like it's just stuck on my top of my tongue. And it's like a physical feeling too. So some of those lighter fruits mixed in with some of the lighter dark fruits is how I would put it. It's a very light dark fruit-ish thing. Vanilla's there, and then that little bit of spice, and I don't know what that is, but it's nice.
Some kind of spice, like nutmeg, cinnamon, something.
Yeah, something cinnamon.
But it's not like as strong. It's not like strong cinnamon.
It's just
something
there.
Spicy. We'll say allspice.
Okay, there you go.
We'll just cover our butts and just say allspice.
I like it. Just dumped it all in.
So for me, I agree. For only 43%, possibly chill filtered.
Yeah, maybe medium to long.
It's a medium. It's definitely a medium.
Parts of it are longish.
Yeah. That baby powder / malty, pulpy gristiness is there. Yeah, it's a good whiskey.
Yeah,
better than. I haven't had this in a while because I bought this when we were on vacation. This, my wife let me get one bottle when we were down in Hilton Head. This is the one I picked because they didn't have a very good selection. And I'm glad I bought it. I didn't think I was going to give as high a score as I think I'm going to give tonight, which I'm not going to give you any indication of what that is.
All right, I'll go first. What do I give it? So, I kind of wish that it would have picked a side and been a little bit more standoutish in some of the notes. But man, this is so good. that is a very small negative to me, because it's just very enjoyable. It's it's nice. So in that, I am going to give it a Malted Man Cave mark of a 87.
Yep. I actually think I'm going to go a little bit higher with this. I think I'm going to give it an 89.
Nice.
I enjoy this a lot better than I remembered enjoying this.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe it's sitting in the bottle for a little bit, because it's been pretty low. It's been about like this for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And I've got it about a year and a half ago.
Yeah. So it's probably, I don't know, would it mild out a little bit? Would some of those notes get a little rounder?
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the whiskey.
He's going to have to go to Hilton Head and get himself another bottle.
So, yeah, 89 out of 100 for me.
87 for me.
It'd be even better, obviously, at a higher ABV, not chill filtered, but good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'd say it's Malted Man Cave.
Oh, it's approved. It's approved. I would
really like the tangerine.
If I was in Hilton Head and this was there, I'd get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so question of the night.
Unless they had some.
In honor of Dave retiring the mustache, he's going to be shaving.
Wow.
You're shaving it tonight, right?
Tonight, as soon as I get home.
Question of the night. We were just kind of joking about the stash, and our last video, everyone's commenting about the stash, calling him Ron Jeremy, Cheech and Chong. What do you call it? Hernando Revolver.
Yeah.
Someone else.
I grew up on Bill. Let me watch a little Cheech and Chong.
He did?
Yeah, and then I think he realized that, like, this was old Bill. This isn't Dad Bill.
Bill was a hippie before he got
Bill was a
conservative Christian, right?
Yeah.
All right. In honor of Dave retiring his stash and shaving it off tonight, who do you think, what celebrity or famous person do you think just rocks out a stash?
Yeah, we were talking about Lagavulin.
Yeah. So, you want to go first?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about Lagavulin and Nick Offerman and how good of a stash he's got.
Is it though? It's very iconic and legendary, but is it, when we say it's like, oh, he's so good looking?
No, obviously I'm not picking him. He's not mine. Mine.
He rocks it out.
Is the Bowman, the Smokey and the Bandit.
Who?
Burt Reynolds.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. That stash, just legendary. Makes me shake in my boots.
So, my mom was a very conservative woman. Like, she never cheated on my dad, never, like, ever.
She likes some birdie?
But there's one person that and I think it was more my, like, once I was high school, whatever, that she would joke with my dad, who she had a crush on.
Yeah.
And it was Tom Selleck. Magnum PI. And
that's a good one.
He doesn't look creepy with it.
No.
A lot of people look creepy with it. No, I'm just kidding. It only looks weird to me because I've never seen you with it. I think most people would see it and be like, oh, it's an awesome stuff.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
But for me, because I've never seen you with it.
That guy's an old-timey sheriff. Or he's the Monopoly man.
But Tom Selleck, man, I think he rocks that out.
You know who's going to be the most excited is my daughter.
That you shave it? She hates it?
She doesn't like it. Because I'm not me. She doesn't know me with...
So my daughter likes it when I shave, but my son's like, where'd the beard go? When I shave it out, like he wants it back.
Yeah.
Because I grow it, I grow it out for a week and then I shave it.
Yeah.
I grow it out for a week and then
we are not hairy beasts, though, which some guys have to. I worked with a guy, he would shave twice a day sometimes if he had like a late
my brother-in-law, Tim Scariano, he's got some Indian in him.
Yeah, and it just...
he's watched. I don't know if he's Indian. He's Indian and Italian. I think it's probably more the Italian.
I bet it's
Do Indians grow? Do Native Americans grow?
Probably.
Everybody
does, probably. I don't know.
I know Italian definitely do, right?
Yeah.
Dave's all nervous. Why are you talking about Native Americans?
There goes all my dreams!
Anyways, thank you guys for watching.
That is not the preferred nomenclature. I'm just kidding.
What is it?
It is. I don't know.
Native American.
No. First people.
First people?
First people.
Really? Is that... Do they? Because...
Was Leif Erikson the first people?
Would you believe in Pangea?
Who was the first?
Do we got to get into this? Did they come across over on the land bridge from Alaska?
Dude, I don't doubt.
In Russia? Was it Pangea? Were they always there to spread out?
Did you know where that was like, it was like beautiful when they crossed? Like it was like lush and like...
You're talking about the land bridge?
The land bridge.
See, I don't even know if I think I believe more in Pangea. I'm just kidding. I haven't looked in enough to have an opinion.
We are spores sent from outer space with an asteroid. We have designers up above. They sent us down in a rain of asteroids.
Okay, Joe Rogan. Did you watch Joe Rogan and Tim Pool go on for like an hour about aliens and
I should.
Things got crazy. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and remember,
rest in peace, right?
Rest in peace. Yeah. Rest in peace to Dave Stash. Scotch is king,
but bourbon is best.